The federal government is determined to raise the country's gross domestic product and significantly reduce unemployment by creating meaningful opportunities for teeming Nigerian youths through cassava production. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, Nebo Lisa Anako, disclosed this assurance in Ibadan. Laido Yewole reports.
Nigeria is facing food insecurity, but the federal government is making efforts to address it head-on. The United Nations recently projected that about 25.3 million people in Nigeria would face acute food insecurity during the June to August 2023 lean season.
Implementation of the
That is why the federal government, through the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, is sensitizing these stakeholders on how it would harness the cassava industry for availability of food.
Thus, the bioeconomy policy aims at promoting sustainable economic growth and development by creating a bio-based economy that will contribute to job creation, poverty reduction, and increase access to food and energy. This will be achieved through the development of the cassava bioeconomy.
According to the National Bureau of Statistics, food inflation surged to 24.32% in January 2023 from the 23.75% recorded in December 2022, the highest in the last 4 years. Now, the sensitization workshop is aimed at demonstrating the effectiveness of private sector approach in promoting investment in renewable biomass.
Because we just have to take the bull by the horns. We cannot depend on importation of machineries. We cannot depend on importation of technology transfer. We've got to develop our own basic indigenous technology.
That my college is willing to donate 2,000 acres of land for this project.
To the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, it is ready to key into the innovation to nip the menace of youth unemployment and hunger in the bud.
I want to assure you that IIT is strongly committed to work with you in this and in other projects that shall be identified.
The sensitization workshop with the theme, The New Economy for Achieving Economic Diversification, Employment and Economic Growth, is a proactive approach towards ensuring food sustainability through innovation. Oladio Yewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
To the communication sector, where the Nigerian Communication Commission has commenced a 3-day public inquiry on 6 regulatory instruments in the communication sector. The public inquiry affords an opportunity to critically examine and provide valuable insights on the draft instruments. Celestine Area reports.
The communications sector is at the forefront of innovation and advancement in technology, which is now driving economic growth and societal development. It affords seamless communication, fosters connectivity, and creates an enabling environment to thrive in an increasing interconnected world. The laudable achievements in the sector poses great responsibilities on government to ensure that there exists an enabling environment for the industry to thrive. These are brought about the amendment of key regulatory instruments. The federal government has now lined up 6 of these instruments for public inquiry.
Protection regulation has become exigent as our daily activities have become more intertwined with digital technologies, and it is the responsibility of the Commission to ensure that the personal information and traffic data entrusted to communication service providers are handled responsibly and with utmost care.
This public inquiry is to address several significant amendments and introductions to our regulatory instruments which we are proposing to the Nigerian communications industry as prescribed by sections 70 to 72 of the Nigerian Communications Act 2003.
These regulatory instruments will provide high-quality services, protect the rights of consumers, and attract investments. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
The alleged call for the sack of the Interim Administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Programme, Major General Ndiomu retired, has been described as fake news by some elders and leaders of the All Progressives Congress in Bayelsa State. Joseph Kunde has details.
About 2 weeks ago, this publication headlined several media platforms calling for the sack of the Interim Administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Programme, Major General Ndiomu, retired. However, these elders of the All Progressives Congress are joined by some notable traditional rulers in Bayelsa State for the press briefing in support of the Interim Administrator in Yenagoa. They believe the publication is aimed at discrediting his personality as they denounce all allegations leveled against him.
We are here to disprove that at no time the APC Elders Forum sat down to take a decision like that. The present PAP Healthman has created far-reaching impact in the program and has contributed significantly to the improvement of the party in the state, with sound reform measures so far taken to reposition the program that was gradually cascading in a moribund state.
Confidence in the interim PAP boss also attracts support for his continued stay in office to fulfill his laudable developmental plans.
The cooperative initiative, we have never had it in this country before. We know we have, micro cooperatives in different unions and this and that, but the one for, the whole South and Niger Delta has never happened before, and this is a very, very, very good opportunity for people to take advantage of, because it will bring a job creation, direct and indirect.
We are custodians of the political system, but this type of unnecessary and useless accusations condemning people who are working very hard is a very bad play.
With placards to show solidarity with the retired general, a road walk is also held in his honor for revamping the Presidential Amnesty Programme designed to curb agitations in the oil-rich region. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Yenagoa.